Hi, everyone. My name is Brian Yuebing Lin. I am the founder of Piano League and the executive director of the Piano Star International Competition.
And my name is Sherry Kim, and I am the artistic director of the Piano Star International Competition.
So we're here today for a very special interview with Emily Dobmeyer, the camp and festival director at Luzerne Music Center, and with Emiko Edwards, who's on the piano faculty of the junior session. And last but not least, we have a young participant who we'll introduce later and at the festival as well.
Yep, so for those of you who don't know, we at Piano League, we recently announced a wonderful partnership with Luzerne Music Center, who will be generously providing a variety of scholarships to our top winners at the Piano Star International Competition that's happening later this year. We are very passionate about providing students with opportunities to perform and learn from top pedagogues. So yeah, we're just very excited about this collaboration.
Yes, and just before we go on, I just want to briefly introduce these scholarships. So we have a one full scholarship of 4 weeks valued at $5,500 to attend the 2023 festival, which includes room and board, awarded to the Gold Prize winner of the professional group 3. And then we have two other full scholarship, one other full scholarship and one other half scholarship valued at around $2,800 each, and which will be given to the Gold Prize winners of the Professional 1 and Professional 2. So details can be found on the prizes page of our website.
Thanks, Brian. So yeah, when you do the math, that's actually over $10,000. So also, we also have one more note. The awardees should be between the ages of 9 to 19 as of August 2023. And if you didn't catch all of that, you can view this information on our website at www.thepianoleague.com.
Yes. So my first question is actually to the festival director, Emily. Why did you decide to give out this scholarship to the winners?
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Brian and Sherry, for having us. And really to Emiko. Emiko is one of our wonderful piano faculty members who
oh, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Who really brought this to my attention. So actually, Emiko, I would be curious to hear your thoughts.
Yes. So I brought Piano League to Emily's attention. I just thought it was such a wonderful platform and it had such an international reach. I think just the other day, I was checking your Facebook page and you have over like 15,000 followers. And really the prize winners were from all over the world. And I think that was a huge draw for us. We have many international students who come here to study with us. And I think it's so important for the students to have the experience of meeting people from different cultures and making music with them. And so for us, that was a really big deal. And, the level has just been very high. I've been following your competition the last few years and the level of the prize winners has been very high. So we really wanted to, work together with your organization.
Awesome.
Awesome, thank you. And the pleasure is ours too. We're very honored to be partnering with the Luzerne Music Center. And we've been hearing a lot about some of the top-notch students that attend Luzerne every year. And one of the students is here with us today. And her name is Olivia. So Olivia, would you like to just introduce yourself in a few sentences?
Yes, of course. I'm Olivia. I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas. I'm 13 years old and I've been playing the piano.
Great.
Awesome. Yeah. So today, Olivia is actually going to be performing for us, not live, but we have a video that has already been pre-recorded that she's going to share with us today. So before we share that video with you, I just wanted to highlight just a few more accomplishments of hers. So yeah, she's already mentioned where she's from. She's also started piano with her father, Dr. Mario Ahiro, who is the professor of piano at Stephen F. Austin State University, and she now studies with Linda Parr in SFA's Music Preparatory Division. Olivia has won many competitions, including the Steinway & Sons Junior Piano Competition in Dallas. There's a whole list of competitions she's won, so I will have you go on our website to read her full bio there. We also want to mention that this is Olivia's second year to attend Luzerne, and she'll talk to us a little bit more about her experience there afterwards. So without further ado, here is Olivia's performance of Chopin's Etude in C# minor, Opus 10, number 4. Wonderful.
Yay.
Thank you.
And easy too. All right. So, Brian, do you want to take us away with some questions?
Sure. Yeah, that was excellent, and we'll definitely be talking to Olivia more about her experiences at the festival. But before that, I would like to again ask either Emily or Emiko to kind of give us an outline of the festival. Where is it located? When does it happen? What are just give us a quick and brief description of the festival.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a summer camp and concert series located in the Adirondack Mountains of New York. So about 3 hours north of New York City. And we have about 8 weeks throughout the summer that we host students. And we have an orchestra program and a piano program as well. And our summer is divided up into kind of 2 month-long segments. The first month is our junior session, ages about 9 to 15. And those students can come for the full month, or they can come for the first 2 weeks or the last 2 weeks of that session. And then the second month of our program is our high school session, our senior session. And those students are about 13 to 18 or 19 years old. And so it's a very intensive festival. While they're here, it blends kind of all of the aspects of a high intensity music festival with that of a traditional summer camp. As you can see, we're in our office right now. So we have cabins on campus that our students stay in. And I'm sure Olivia will talk a little bit more about that too, but we have, the rustic aspects of camp, not too rustic anymore. We have air conditioning in our cabins. But then we also have our wonderful concert series as well. So students come to our program and they participate in numerous concerts while they're here. We also have our wonderful faculty members who perform weekly in chamber groups for our students on our faculty artist series concerts. And then throughout the summer, usually about 4 times throughout the summer, we have 4 Luzerne Chamber Music Festival concerts where we invite guest artists from around the world to come and perform with our students, teach master classes and things like that. So it's a busy 8 weeks. It's a busy time, but it's very enriching, and students get a wide variety of experiences while they're here.
Yeah, it sounds like a great experience. And you mentioned that there were 2 different groups, junior and senior session. Can you talk to us a little more about the differences between these groups? And and especially I think I heard you say that the junior group is up to 15 years old, and the senior group is starting from 13, did you say? So so how does one decide if they're between, in the middle? What are the differences between the sessions, and how just that's the question.
That's a great question. I get that question pretty often. And I think that in terms of the programs themselves, they are structured very similarly. So every student that comes to Luzerne Music Center will have private lessons while they're here. They have a chamber group that they're assigned to, and the pianists participate in a daily piano class as well. And so all of those aspects happen in both of our junior session and our senior session as well. The differences between the sessions are our faculty members here at different points in the summer. And also just generally a little bit in terms of the level of the students that come and the experiences they want. So I think that 13 to 15 age range, it's a really critical time in a lot of musicians' careers. And I think that, when they come to camp, as one of the wonderful things about our piano program, and I'm sure Emiko can speak to this too, is that students can really make the experience what they want. We have a lot of solo opportunities, and we also have those chamber groups as well. And so if they come to our program and they want to compete in our concerto competition, actually Olivia just won our junior session piano competition or concerto competition the other day. So congratulations to her. But, she's a perfect example of a student who came in with really high goals and she achieved them. And that's fantastic. So we have a concerto competition during both of our sessions as well. So it's really where a student might feel more comfortable or if they want to have that experience, it's really just what is a good fit for them as well. Got it. And you, of course, most of our viewers are pianists probably and piano participants, but as far as I understand, and you mentioned a little bit that there are other programs, non-piano programs as well. So just in case our pianists have a sibling that plays another instrument, can you tell us a little bit about the other programs that you have? Sure. Thank you, Brian. That's very generous of you to also allow us to talk about our other programs. So we have an orchestral program as well. So all of the instruments of a traditional symphony orchestra. So during the afternoon time, while our pianists are in piano class, our symphony orchestra rehearses as well. And it's fairly common that we have students who will come on an orchestral instrument and want to take piano lessons while they're here, or vice versa. We have a handful of students who are a part of our piano program who also play an orchestral instrument, and they'll join our orchestra once piano class is done for the day. So so we have both of those programs. We also offer supplemental lessons in conducting and composition and jazz, voice lessons. We even offer swim lessons as part of that, true camp experience. I probably could use some of those. But throughout the day as well, students also participate in music theory class, rhythm class. We have a class specifically to talk about rhythm and teach rhythm. So we like to think it's a very well-rounded program, that they get kind of that intensive ensemble experience, solo experience, and that classroom experience all at the same time. That sounds like a very fantastic experience. And
as far as applying to the festival, what sort of materials do you need? What's the application process like?
Yeah. So with I guess cats and any instrument too, I
Yeah.
believe we have, I think, 2 contrasting works that must be recorded along with scale requirements, and then a brief, just short blurb on who you are and why you are interested in coming to Luzerne.
Okay. And Emiko, when you choose participants, what sort of qualities do you look for in just so that our prospective applicants should know about?
Well, I think just people that are very, I mean, you can tell not just from the playing video, but just from the talking video, who is really, keen to spend like a whole summer away from home and, really dive into music and spend all of this time in this really wonderful community. I mean, that's a big part of it. Of course, we want to see, students who perform well and, have very polished repertoire, and to just really show a love for, the music that they're playing.
Great. Sounds like great qualities. And Sherry, do you want to ask some more questions about the daily life and the life about in the festival?
Yes, for
Yes.
sure. So maybe Olivia can answer some of these questions. What would you say is like a typical day for you or for a piano student in specifically?
Well, normally we basically like,
You get up
Like,
very
we get
early
up-
though,
I
right?
do get up very early, so it's like,
Yeah.
I do get up relatively
You don't have to get up early, but I think Olivia gets up unusually early, as well, right?
Yes.
To practice.
What are we talking
I
like?
should-
Like what time?
I wake up at like 5:45 in the
Oh
morning.
my God.
So like I
Wow.
could practice like from 6 till around like 7:30ish.
Wow.
Around, that's where I get all my, practicing in, and then we would have our first meal at 8 o'clock, and then from like 9 till 12 o'clock we would have like these different chamber music sessions, and where we could work with other musicians who play different instruments. And then from like 12 to 3, there are students who like work in the orchestra, and then we have our own piano class.
Okay.
And then from 3 to 4 is our rhythm and theory class, or rhythm/theory class, where we could learn about that. And then after all of this intense music training is over, from 4 to 6 is like a time for us to like have a great recreation time to like relax and do many different activities. And then
What kind of activities?
So-
Your favorite? Do you have any favorites?
well, like one of my favorites is probably going to the beach, the lakefront we have at
There's
Lake
a
Luzerne.
beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
It's really
the
nice.
beach.
Well,
I mean,
it's considered a beach,
it's a
but-
lake, right? But
But it's
yeah,
beach,
there's
yeah.
swimming and.
Nice.
I have a follow-up question. You mentioned chamber music. Do people need to have prior experiences with chamber music in order to apply to this festival?
Maybe I'll answer that
Yeah,
one.
sure.
Yeah.
So we have, for pianists specifically, we kind of have 2 tracks that happen. So with people who have had more chamber music experience, we tend to put them into groups that are mixed ensembles, so groups with strings typically. And then those who haven't had a lot, if any, some people come here and they haven't ever played with anybody, we tend to typically assign them into piano 4 hands groups. So
Okay,
we have
okay.
groups that are both piano 4 hands, and then we have groups that are mixed ensembles for those who have had more
Nice.
prior chamber music.
Piano 4 hands are always fun.
I love piano. Great. Olivia, you mentioned you like to go to the beach. Are there any other activities besides that?
You could also do these like fun little arts and crafts. Yeah, it's like And then there's like also, you know, playing sports, like there's basketball, there's badminton, there's even badminton, which is pretty new. And like, yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. And so I wanted to maybe ask a little bit more about your experience with this concerto competition that you won. How was that?
It was honestly pretty surreal. This is gonna be my first time playing with the orchestra, so I'm pretty excited
Really?
about that. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I think that's one of the greatest qualities about this festival is that you actually get to play with an orchestra. And I think, as you and I both know, especially people in that age range where it's, you know, they're still in the younger and not there aren't, if any, opportunities to play with an orchestra. So I think this is amazing that it's actually part of the festival.
Can you tell us which concerto you'll be performing?
I'm performing Mozart D minor K 466, the third movement.
Nice. And when are you playing with that orchestra?
I'm performing on Friday in the afternoon.
Cool.
I actually had my first rehearsal like today. So,
Oh, nice.
so like, you know, I had to get used to it and everything, but then once you know what to do, it like we went together really well.
Yeah.
So Olivia, you mentioned that it was your second year coming back to this festival, right?
Yes.
So why did you come back? Was the first time not enough?
So the first time it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had. Probably one of the best summers, because like you had this perfect balance between like learning and improving on playing your instrument and like making music, but then there's also at the same time where you get to have other fun activities besides just playing your instrument. Like there's recreation time. You even get to go on these off-camp trips.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, so there's some of them that are like, there's a rope course you can do. Yeah, and then there's
white water.
I did go whitewater
water
rafting.
rafting.
So like I had some like rowing experiences, and then actually
Where are we going tonight?
tonight we're going to a ballet performance
New York City.
in
Ballet.
New York City Ballet.
Oh, wow. You guys have really awesome activities going on. You can't get bored while you're in CAP.
Yeah, I wanted to come back this year, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and you got to win the concerto competition. So, I mean, that's even better, you know, to have come back, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, she worked hard for that one. Yeah. And I think also it's a testament to Emiko and Marco, Juan Carlos, Aniko, our wonderful faculty. I know that Emiko has spent so much time with you too, you know, and I think that they have such a great rapport. It's a testament to the faculty here and how seriously they take these young musicians and how much they mentor them and really spend a lot of individual time with them and create this really wonderful sense of community. I think the piano studio in particular is very special because I think that they all form this collective bond while they're here. And that's largely due to the work of our faculty too.
Yeah.
Yes,
and,
of course.
We're actually very excited to, you know, invite Emiko to be one of our judges for the 2022 Piano Star International competition. And hopefully some of our winners will, you know, get to work with Emiko or one of the faculty members next summer.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Right. Yeah, do you have any other?
yes. I think when you I have a couple more for Olivia actually. So I assume that because I've attended many festivals before, and those, you know, you're, you know, away from your parents, you're with friends for a long time. So they were one of, you know, they were some of my favorite memories. I guess Olivia, you also have a lot of friends at the festival. How many people are usually in a session? is actually my question. Just like I just want to get a feeling of, you know, how big the group is usually in the festival.
Emily might know the answer to that one
Right.
better.
Typically, we have between 60 or 70 students that are part of the whole program.
Nice.
Within the piano studio, it's typically around 10 to 12.
We've had, yeah, and this year I think we have 15.
Yeah, there's a lot this year. And within your cabin, how many people are in your cabin right now?
We have 8 people, so it's a very full cabin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are full to capacity, so we have 8 students per cabin as well.
So when you
Okay.
say cabin, this is like where their like living accommodation is, like where you guys sleep and hang out.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's so nice. Wow.
And do you get to interact with do you get to interact with all of the other participants, not just, you know, people in your studio or in your group, right? Like, or in your cabin, right?
Yeah, definitely not. Besides just like pianists and then my cabin mates, you really get to like know everyone else, and it's like, yeah, you get to meet other people who are like even in the orchestra, and like you get to know a lot about everyone and their, you know, their background and
Yeah,
music.
I'll just jump in there. I think a big part of that is because all of the kids have rec hour together from 4 to 6.
Yes.
Oh,
So
I
the
see.
entire campus is kind of just, well, having recreation together.
Yeah.
And so that allows them to really get to know everybody on campus.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, I feel like 60 to 70, that's like a really good size for, you know, being able to make friends, but not feel like it's so large that it's kind of hard to do that. It's like I think it's a good balance, you know? Yeah.
That way too, all the students get to know their teachers really well. There's this very close-knit bond. You know, our teachers eat right outside our dining hall where our students are. It's very often you'll see faculty walking through camp and students coming up to them with questions. And I think that also is a really special thing. It's not just their private teacher, you know, they're interacting with all of the other faculty that are on camp as well.
I think Marco, my colleague, Marco Stubarovich, yesterday he was playing basketball with my dad.
That was really cool.
So you can just pick up a basketball or a badminton racket as a faculty member and really join in, you know, if you're keen.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that there's the intensity in the music making, but then there's still so much fun and chill moments that you can have. And so, and no homework during the summer, right? So that's like the best part.
And I guess my other question is, how's the food like there?
We have our amazing chef Donna. She like yeah, she contributes a lot to like this camp. So she, you know, she cooks like 3 meals a day, and there's like a wide variety.
Yeah.
And like they're really flexible as well, which is
With dietary restrictions and
Yes.
things like
Oh,
that.
nice.
It's,
Okay.
it's also just like very healthy. I don't think I know. It's very healthy food. And no, it's very good. It's very good.
It's great. That's great.
Not your typical camp food.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
She's been known to take a request from a student and they so often do. So if there's something that a student really wants, she'll make it for them. She's really amazing.
Yeah.
That's super dedicated. Wow.
Great. Well, I guess before we wrap up, I'm gonna hand it over to you know, Emily one last time, and just are there anything that we haven't covered that you really want to kind of talk to your prospective applicants about? What should they know about? Why should they choose this festival, and so on?
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to thank you both so much for the work that you do in putting together an amazing competition like this. And I think it's exactly what Emiko said at the beginning about the importance of kind of this international population of students coming together. You know, at LMC, we have students coming every summer from about 17 different countries around the world, all different English language levels. And I think that it really, I'm very excited about this partnership because it seems very, very similar mission oriented. And I think that if you're a student who's interested in this competition, I can guarantee you're the right student for LMC. We love having dedicated, passionate students who want to work with amazing teachers, want to work with students from all around the world. This is the place for you. So Brian and Sherry, I also just want to thank you so much for this partnership, and to Emiko for introducing us all.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for being here and making time to just chat with us. And we're also super duper excited about this collaboration, and we'll see who will be competing this fall, and who will be our winners who get the lucky chance of participating in Luzerne next summer. So yeah, thank you so much, Emily, Miko, Olivia, for being here. And Brian, do you want to just close it out for us?
Sure, yeah, and make sure to visit their website if you want to learn more. What's your website, Emily?
It's LuzerneMusic.org, LUZERNE music.org.
Yes. And if you're interested in the Piano Star competition, interested in winning one of the scholarships that Luzerne is offering, go to thepianoleague.com, and you will see all the information about the competition on our homepage. The application is going to open on September 1st. The deadline will be November 1st. So that's it. Good luck to everyone. And as we always say at Piano League, happy practicing. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.